Hello, hello. How are we doing? Thank you for bearing with me. It's been a hectic day. A lot to get done. Got the chills. It's a little chilly. Had some rainfall today. Chilled everything out a little bit. But here we all are. Once again, we're here at the right place at the right time. We went live a little bit earlier for a quickie while it was raining, and then the sun cleared and I just had to get outside and enjoy it, film a video for you guys. I just posted that video, so go check that out as well. It's a powerful video, very good, very it's gonna very helpful, especially for those who are going through that transition from religion to more of what we talk about in these live streams. So very important, very beneficial. Welcome in though, everyone. It's like been go, but I love it. I love that. I feel like I'm starting to find the groove a little bit more. Not so stagnant, not so confused, not so lost, not so wondering what to do, what not to do, how everything's gonna go. But just going with it, going with the flow, and I like it. I like the busy feeling. I like things just moving for me, doing things I'm passionate about that are fun to do, and sort of having to rush around a little bit sometimes to get it all done and fit it all in and get to you guys here on these live streams. So welcome in another edition of Maxwell Miller Does Neville Goddard and Let's Go of Your False Self with you, and welcome in. Just settling in. I mean, I literally just sat in this chair and had to get this going. So here we are. It's late. It's 8 p.m. Pretty late, even for me, to be doing these live streams. Last night was like a 7:30 one, but we'll see where it goes. Found a couple new friends. Reintroduced with a couple as well, and it was fun. But yeah, we'll just let the stream breathe, see where the stream goes, see where these late night streams end up taking us. It'll be fun to see who we find in these later streams, and find ways back into doing things that are a little bit earlier for my overseas friends who are all asleep right now. But maybe I need to find a little more West Coast people, and so hopefully that'll be what allows that to happen. Find some more people on the West Coast for these late night streams, and then we'll merge that when I do the earlier ones with our overseas friends. So it's great. We're meeting people from around the world. You guys are interacting with each other from around the world, which is so cool. The support and the love system that's going on in these live streams has been fantastic. Wonderful to see the friendships, the encouragements that have been taking place on these streams has been a blessing. The love of this channel, the energy of this channel, especially at the beginning, we're building such a strong foundation. I appreciate so much all of you guys who are here with me in the beginning times, in the beginning journeys of this of these live streams, of what's going on here. So well, if it isn't the womanizer jock, I know, right? Yep. Got the backwards hat on again. We're getting serious. Yep, that's me. Sign me up. Cast me for the part. It is what it is. At this point, I can't change it. Sharice, you just wait until this cut continues and I start trimming down even more, maybe even trim the length of my hair. It's gonna start really getting scary. It's gonna get pretty weird. It'll be fun. I'll be transforming before your eyes. You'll be seeing less and less of me. It was a good 14-month bulk up. Putting on the some Bicepticons, and now we get to lean out and show it off. So it's a long ass process, man. 14-month bulk, longer than ever done before by me. I never am gonna do it that long again. I will probably never bulk again. Just gonna get down to a place where I like and maintain it and grow steadily and surely from there. So yeah, it'll be fun. God, my pinky toe hurts so bad. I jammed it earlier this morning. I smacked it so hard against the door stub, I went flying. I couldn't believe the pain. And I feel it. It is bruised and jammed. My pinky toe on my left. It's killing me. I just touched it. I just tried cracking it, and it reminded me of the pain. Anyways, what the hell's going on? Do you use protein and stuff, or you just eat eat whatever you find in the mountain. Yeah, I eat the beavers, I eat the deers and the elks, the mountain lions, the coyotes. I'll eat the birds, the chickens, you name it. You name it. No, but real talk, I do eat animal protein a lot. So I eat the deer and elk that I kill. Well, the deer that I kill. I hardly ever get an elk. I've only gotten an elk one time. Some grouse and stuff, but the deer is usually a good harvest. And I will do my best to just, during the bulk, I was eating pretty much whatever though. Trying to keep it protein based, but just trying to be in a surplus. Actually, now that I'm on the cut, I actually bought protein powder to just kind of help with that process. And if I'm hungry, just have a high protein but low calorie meal, so to speak. Helps with the hunger a little bit. The hunger cravings, which have been non-existent for me, which is just fantastic. Already 11 pounds down in the first 5 weeks. And there's been no hunger pains. I'm feeling just good. I'm feeling more of myself. I'm excited. The cut is just a fun thing to do, and we'll see where we get down to. But yeah, damn, what does deer taste like? I've heard turtles taste like chicken. I think I've heard that too. I've never tried anything other than beef and chicken and duck. Yeah, so venison. That is deer meat. That's what it's called, venison. It's delicious. It's great. It's not super gamey. Don't let anyone tell you it's like, oh, it's too gamey. No, it tastes delicious. You have a back strap of a deer or an elk. It is amazing. The tenderloin, all the roasts that you get, the burger meat that you get deer burger, elk burger, things like that. It's awesome. I mean, it tastes a little bit different, but it's delicious. I can't really compare it to anything. It's just its own unique thing. Tastes like wild game that is not processed and healthy and wonderful. You know, I give honor to the animal, and it's a great process. The hunt, the kill, the harvest. It's a magical process. And Charisse, you'll love to hear this. I always eat the liver on the day that I kill the animal. So I always harvest the liver. I make liver and onions. It's kind of a tradition that I have, my dad and I have. And whenever we get a kill, that night we will cook up liver and onions from the kill. It's just fun. It's good. I'm a liver fan. I do like the liver. Super healthy for you. But liver and onions is great. And I just put like some ketchup on it, and it's ready to go with those sauteed onions. It's really great. But that's sort of that process. It's awesome. Spiritual, healthy, non-processed. It's very fun. I like it a lot. I don't know. I hate goat. Okay, really? I've had goat or lamb before. I thought it was really good. Maybe it was lamb. The goat maybe is a little more chewy. So I feel like I won't like it. No. It's not a goat. You dig it. Maybe not. I think you would. It has a specific taste I hate, even lamb. What the fuck, Max liver? I only like chicken liver, but it needs to be dried and fried with pepper. Well, yeah, I cook the liver. I fry it in a pan with some flour and some pepper. And like whatever, that kind of thing. Fry it up with the onions. It's great. Dip it in some ketchup. I don't know. I don't think I'm the only one who does the ketchup thing. I just like to have a little bit of sauce with it. And I haven't really found another sauce that goes with it good. But yes, liver. Chicken liver, though. That seems nasty, if anything. Chicken liver. Ugh. I would probably try it and like it, but if you're comparing the two, a chicken liver and a deer liver, a chicken liver sounds far nastier. Kind of makes my toes curl. Ugh. Yeah, wow. Yeah, well, maybe one day if we ever meet in the flesh, I'll bring you a little venison, or you'll be able to have some venison from here if you come here for a retreat or a seminar or a meetup or something. Wouldn't that be fun? That'd be pretty cool. so you can see my land. Because I'm sure I'll see yours. I would like to go to the Caribbean. It would be pretty fun. But how's your day going? How's everything going, Charisse? What's happening with you today? How was your day? Just studying your ass off? Just here to chill right now. Letting the stream breathe a little bit, see who catches on, see who comes in. We'll get into some topics of conversation. But yeah, just letting it breathe for a few minutes here. Saying what's up to old Charisse. Yeah, just had to rush to post a video. If you guys are here, let's see. Well, we'll see. We'll see what it gets into, but who wants to be my 555th subscriber? Huh? 555? Very synchronistic number. Who wants to be 555? Who wants to do it? Come on. Don't be shy. Let me know if it's you when you do it. But that's where we're at today. Getting to the 555 subscriber mark, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm excited. I'm excited to see it. It'll happen in the stream. I feel it. We'll probably surpass it even. But yeah, how long did I even go earlier? Yeah, the stream was... I went for like 40 minutes earlier or so. Just jumping on real quick. But then that sun cleared. That sun cleared. I had to get out and shoot a video. And then I just posted it. Boom. It's going to be a good one. It's a good one. We'll see who gravitates to it. It's going to be... it's on that... Some of these topics that I share, I'm learning to be, how are you doing? How's everyone doing? I'm doing great. It's been a busy day, hectic day, but it's been good. I feel like it's a good flow, a good hectic and everything. Oh, but yeah, everyone's good. Madison went down to Santa Fe today, New Mexico, and got her hair cut, and it's adorable. It's shorter than mine. I think she said she took like 12 inches off? 8 to 12 inches, something crazy. Because her hair's all curly, So yeah, now it's shorter than mine. It goes about to her shoulder blades. So yeah, I'm well past the shoulder blades at this point. Down to the nips. Right down to the nips. Almost. I have to bend a little bit. But yeah, all's well. All is well. And love and family. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm finding like the hectic to be like a good, like I'm feeling good. Like the more that I can move and get in the groove of what I'm creating, and like if it's a little bit hectic, if I'm rushing around a little bit, running around like with a chicken head cut off, it feels good. It feels exciting to me. It feels like it's giving me energy. Sometimes I get caught up in the mix a little bit. I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta go. I gotta do this. But all in all, I'm finding a way to balance it, which is cool. And it feels good to be busy, busy doing things that I enjoy doing and not getting stuck and figuring out whether it's the right thing or the wrong thing, because I'm just getting caught up in the moment of it, and the busyness just feels good, and I run with it, and I don't have to overthink it, and it's like a perfect little place to be, So I mean, I don't know if you guys are feeling that, or starting to feel like a little bit of momentum shift in your life where you're like a good busy, a good hectic. It's fun. It's fun to kind of navigate the hecticness as it starts to come up when you're really building it off of something that you care about and that means something to you, which obviously this means the world to me, doing these live streams, the YouTube channel, YouTube videos, which will then lead to TikTok and Instagram and so on. But it's feeling good. It's feeling like a good hectic. But yeah, let me know who's in here. Let me know who we got in the chat as you guys come in. Introduce yourselves or say what's up. If you're a regular comer, even if you're in the background a lot of the time, just say what's up. Let me know you're here. What's going on in your life? Who's here? Hope everyone's having a jolly evening, Tuesday evening. What is today? April 7th. We're already a week into April, a quarter of the way through April. Almost a quarter of the way through April. Time really is flying. I'm gearing up next Next Friday, I go to Lexington, Kentucky to visit Madison's family for a week. So we'll see if I just kind of do some shorter live streams off the laptop, or maybe even off my phone, depending on what's going on, to say what's up. Or we might just take the time off. We'll see. But I'm going to do my best to still post videos out there. So I'll still be making videos while I'm out there, which will be kind of fun, and posting. So I'll show you a little bit of Kentucky, maybe fly the drone around a little bit. Should I bring the drone on the plane? That's a little risky. Bringing it on the carry-on, it's expensive. That drone is damn expensive. We'll see. Maybe get some footage for you guys, though. Just find your groove. Find your groove, whatever it is, whatever's going on in your life. Find the groove. The Emperor's New Groove. We're finding our new grooves. I love that movie. Do you guys like that movie? That's what I'm finding. I'm finding Maxwell's new groove, you know? It takes a bit of grace, but I mean, just as yesterday I was like, man, I'm feeling like so weighted and heavy and dense and everything. I feel lighter today. I feel like because I spoke it into existence, what I was talking to you guys about yesterday, sharing that perspective and teaching you and offering you some things to do. And then as I implemented it myself, and as I'm diving deeper into asking those questions of who am I, so that I know and have clarity and discernment as to the choices that come from who I say that I am, then I just get into a natural little flow that feels more light, more airy. And now I'm just still figuring out the sleep thing a little bit, but feeling much lighter, much more flowy, much more energized, which is cool. So, probably be a little bit of this for a little while, but it will get good. Oh, we got my buddy Daniel. He's going live. Falcon Eyes is live. We're both live together. Join forces. He's a video gamer. It's kind of fun. Oh, I don't want it to be loud. Oh my gosh, he's got a... Oh yeah, that's sick. I gotta tell him he's got a nice overlay. Sorry, I'm getting distracted here, guys. Dope. Overlay. Yeah, that's sick. He's doing what I do. Did the little 10-minute countdown. Wonder how long it took him. It took me so long to get the little overlay where you see like the starting countdown, and then when you got what you're seeing right now with the music, all this stuff, and then the end screen. God, it took me forever. But that's cool. I like it. Wow. Very exciting. I think we're all just inspiring each other in our lives right now to put our lives online, put it out there. We might as well be putting ourselves out there, Whew. Anyways, let's get into some topics. Self-sabotage, maybe? Some self-sabotage loops that we might be going through a little bit, some of us. We all go through it at some point. We all go through it sometimes. You keep starting over, and it's slowing you down. You keep starting something and then quitting something, and then starting something and then quitting something. Not sticking with it long enough, even when you don't see the success right away. If I would have done that, then I would have never seen any of this channel get traction. And there's still times where it feels a little bit like stagnant and slow in terms of like views, subscribers, whatever, even live streams sometimes. But it doesn't keep me from showing up here, from going. And I just feel like so many people were so like results oriented these days that when something doesn't work out right away, we see that as a signal that we're doing something wrong, or something's gone wrong, or it's not meant to be. No, you just might need to stick with it a little bit longer. Actually prove to yourself and prove to the universe that it's something that you're actually passionate about, and you're willing to continue to take action on it regardless of the result. That means you're being truly unconditional and doing it for its own sake, not worrying about the results. The results will come with faith and persistence in something that you enjoy doing, but you're doing it just for the sake that it's enjoying to do. It's enjoyable to do. just like this is. Talking to you guys, talking to whoever's on here, or just getting on here if there's, there's never, luckily, thankfully, there's never no one here that I'm talking to. But at first there was. At first I was just talking to myself. And sometimes people are just hanging out in the background, and I just monologue for an hour, and that helps me, and it doesn't matter. It's all part of the expression of passion. I continue to post the videos even if, they don't get any views, and the shorts and everything. So let's get out of that self-sabotage loop. It's okay. It's an okay place to know that you're there and that's where you are. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing to realize and be aware of it so that you can stop doing it. But remember, when you realize that you have a habit like a self-sabotage loop, if you continue to find yourself self-sabotaging yourself, then there's some definition that you have about self-sabotage in that loop that you feel is benefiting you, because you never move in the direction of anything that actually doesn't truly benefit you, that you have defined benefits you. So you could have an unconscious belief that something benefits you, like a self-sabotage loop where you start something, end something, start something, end something. But you actually are somehow defining that as more beneficial than just continuing to take actions on things that are suitable to you and that are enjoyable to you. Does that make sense? You cannot move in a direction that is not enjoyable, even if you're not enjoying what is happening for you and what is happening to you in your life right now, what you're manifesting, what your outside reality is. Even if that you don't prefer it, on some level, some part of you has a definition that the unpreferable is more preferential than the preferable. And so that's why you keep experiencing it. It's something very interesting and good to know. I was talking to my man about self-sabotage just yesterday. Crazy. It hurts most critically when you have to deal with such wonderful people who do it. They don't believe they deserve love and attention. Yeah, and if you don't feel like you deserve love and attention, then you're gonna continue to self-sabotage yourself, because you're gonna keep playing small. And I know you might be the best person in the world and the sweetest little sweetheart ever, but you're just like the saddest little bundle of love ever to be seen. You're like just a sad little beautiful munchkin. And it's but somewhere inside of you like being that sad little munchkin, or at least you have a definition that convinces you that you like it more than being a happy little munchkin. So you just have to realize that and be aware of it. And if you find yourself continuing that sabotage loop, remember you're making that choice. It's no longer a habit when you know that you have a habit and you've recognized that you have a habit. Then it's a conscious choice that you're making. It's not a habit. So just start there, knowing that. And it's really not that hard to get out of self-sabotage. It just takes like little micro decisions that are a little bit different, that are tweaked just slightly from your day-to-day routine. Just start with the smallest things. Start walking in a different direction, or taking a different direction when you drive to work, or start eating at a different time, or drinking a little more water, or start eating some different things, or call someone who you haven't called, or do some research on something that you've been sitting on for a while, and just do it for its own sake. You don't have to do anything for it, but just do like something that feels good to you. Take a hike. Take a hike. Do something just a little bit different, because then that starts to rewire your nervous system a little bit and get you out of that Groundhog's Day autopilot situation that just feels like it's something that doesn't feel good, that doesn't suit you. It's like I'll start Monday energy, or I'll start tomorrow energy. You've ever had that feeling, oh, tomorrow's the day, tomorrow I'll do it. We all have done that before. Tomorrow's the day that I do this, tomorrow's the day that I actually call this person, tomorrow's the day that I actually forgive this person, or whatever. Tomorrow, or I'll start Monday, or I'll start at the beginning of the month. It's tough. You hit the nail on the head. They want to sabotage themselves. How do we help the people that do such? I feel like they need a push. They're very self-aware, so it does get exhausting to help them. Yeah, I know, because there's no amount of, we could just do our best. Like, I'm doing my best by just sharing perspective in the way that I do now. But that's not going to change a damn thing without them actually deciding to change it themselves. And yeah, I mean, they do need a little push from people, but it could be a lot of work to get people out of their own pain, out of their own misery, because misery loves company, and people love their own misery whether they realize it or not. It isn't our job to get people out of self-sabotage, and really, it could be very, very frustrating and very taxing. I think the best way, Charisse, is just to be the exact example that flies in the face of what they're experiencing and is a pure example of exactly what they're not. I think that is the best way to do it, is to embody it, because you can use as many words as you want, you can encourage them all you want, you can tell them to watch this video or that, but if they're not willing to, if they're stuck in their head about it, if they just think it's impossible to change their situation or change their mindset, well, then it is to them. And that could be so draining for us who, with good intention, like us, Charisse, who want to help people and want to inspire them to get off their asses and start living their life. The best example is just to do it yourself. And if they're close to you and they admire you, they'll see it, and it'll spark something in them. And if it doesn't, then, they're not able to be helped at that moment in their life, and it's not our job to do so. The best way to help those kinds of people is to be a living example that, is so loud and in their face because they're around us all the time that they can't help but be inspired to change something, because they see the way that you're living, or I'm living, or anybody is living. They see it so strongly and so powerfully, such a pure example of authenticity, and they see the joy that you're having in your day, and they see it so much and so clearly that it finally inspires them to change their life, because they can't stand being where they are anymore and seeing everybody else around them thrive when they're not. But it is my job. I want to make it my job, else I'll never get to have a proper relationship with them. They'll end up being a stranger. It's for my benefit too. I can't lose them. That face. Yeah, well, then be the example. If you don't want to lose them, be the example of what they're not, as strongly and powerfully as you can. That's all you can do. That is truly all you can do. You can say things that come from an inspired place when you feel like it. Absolutely, I'm not saying not to do that, when you feel inspired. But if you're not feeling inspired and it's coming from a place of lack and from a place of, I need to help them, I want to help them, I feel like I could help them, they're most likely not going, because you're more focused on the problem of helping them. Does that make sense? When you're more focused on the problem of, I have these people in my life who I care about and I don't want to lose my relationship with them and I want them to thrive and I want them to enjoy their lives. When you're stuck with the I want that to happen, then you're focused on the problem and not the solution. But if you become solution oriented, then you are actually being the living example first, and then you'll feel inspired to say something that may trigger something in their head. I can't tell you what to say to them. It comes in the moment. It depends on the person and the circumstance and the timing of it all, the synchronicity of it all. But I guarantee you, if you're the living example, you'll be inspired to do or say or give them the push that they need in the moment, the exact moment that they need, with the exact words that they need to hear. So there you go. Play around with that. Don't focus on the problem of it. Don't overexhaust yourself trying to help them at your own expense. Be yourself first. Take care of yourself first. Fill up your own cup first, so that then you can pour it out to them. You've heard me say that plenty of times, but that's the best. That is the best, and I believe the only way. Max, I know you probably missed my comment about my day and the pit in my belly. Oh, did I? I don't see it here. I know you probably missed my comment about my day and the pit in my belly, but read it, please. I'm conscious of my breathing, but what the fuck, man? It's been days now, and something big happens when this happens. Okay, well, good. I do not see it here. I see the, we were talking about the deer, the venison, liver. How am I doing? You're talking to your man. Self-sabotage. I hit the nail on the head. Sabotage themselves, blah, blah, blah. And then you say, but it is my job. Yeah, put it back in the chat, Charisse. It's not here. I don't know where it went. I'm going to look on my YouTube here to see if it showed up there and just not on my... No thanks, I don't like the How you doing? I was talking. You hit the nail. What is my job? Oh. It starts with what? Starts with no thanks. I don't know, I hate goat. I feel... I am not seeing it here. What is going on? Good night, everyone. Lakin, is that you leaving, or is that you saying good evening? How's everyone doing? Good night seems like you're leaving and saying good night. Either way, what's up, Lakin? How you doing? Good to see you again. Wagwan, brother. Yeah, I swear, Sharice. Am I blind? Okay, no thanks. I don't like wild meat. Oh. Okay, now I'm... Hold on. It's like backwards. No thanks. Well, that's weird. No thanks. I don't like... Oh, no, there it went. Hello, Wagwan General. General. I like and good night is how we greet people in the night for real. Yes, it is a good night. Huh. Okay, I'm seeing it on... It just didn't show up on my unified chat. Okay, now I'm seeing it on my YouTube thing. I got pulled up. Okay. No thanks, I don't mind. I don't like wild meat. My day's okay. My breathing's been off. I don't know why. Huge pit in my stomach. I don't know, man. Started studying. Yes. Talking to my little date and shit. Applying for a summer job. Okay, so your breathing's been off and there's a huge pit in your stomach. Yes, Sharice, LOL. Well, that probably means you're on the cusp of something, of really letting something go and bringing it to the surface. Give it attention, lean into it. Like I always say, it always has a message, you know? Like, ask what is this? What is the message behind this? What is this trying to tell me? Why do I feel like there's a pit in my stomach? Why do I feel like I can't get a full breath and my breathing is shallow? Why is this happening? There's nothing on the outside that's different that should be causing this. What's going on? What's the message? That's an exciting thing. I see it as an exciting thing. You know, because you're probably on the cusp of some kind of big breakthrough or big realization or epiphany. So just lean into the uncomfortableness of it. Don't be afraid of it, but be brave and actually, like, close your eyes and lean into the actual uncomfortable sensation. and just ask it what the message is. And it might come to you in the moment, it might come to you in a dream or a synchronicity in your life. But yeah, just lean into it. Lean into it, lean into it, lean into it. And see what the message is. How do I stop telling myself that something bad is going to happen, though? That's usually the case. I want to change that point of view and see it as something positive. It's a pattern, man. This is a sign. This is a sign. Yeah, I love it. So if there's something... So you think... Yeah, well, that's probably what it is. That's probably what the sign is. You think something bad is about to happen, like the shoe is going to drop, or maybe that new boy of yours, or like new relationship or new things that are happening in your life. You feel like something bad or scary or negative is going to come from it all. And you have that point of view. Just lean into that. Lean into those uncomfortable feelings, like literally shine the light on it. Whatever that means to you, you know, but most of the time it's just about actually going into the sensation, closing your eyes and actually going in to the sensation. Don't push it away. Don't say that it shouldn't be there. But lean into it, breathe into it. See what sensations come up. See if any thoughts, see if anything comes up. But if you're feeling like there's that pit in your stomach, or having trouble getting a full breath, or breathing in a natural way, it's likely because you're about to drop the identity that isn't yours. You're redefining yourself, and you are on the cusp of it, finally letting go and changing yourself in the way that you've always wanted to, or experiencing yourself in the way you've always wanted to experience life. It's like your body can hardly stand what you keep subconsciously or unconsciously keeping it around, because you've actually already moved past it in your brain. Our brain doesn't know the difference between excitement and fear. Perhaps if I tell myself I'm excited for something good, the chemical reaction will be the same and it'll manifest. Yeah, you could start there, for sure. Yeah, and just have like some self-talk. That although this feels like fear, I know that this is actually something exciting and something good, and lean into it that way. Yeah, absolutely. Feel into that sensation. But I really think it's because you're really, really close, and I think you're holding on to something that you're very afraid to let go of. Some piece of identity, some piece of courage that you feel like you need, but you feel like you don't have the courage to do it, or the bravery to do it, or the gumption, or that you're not smart enough, or something in there, I feel like is what's going on with you. Does any of that resonate? I mean, it's just like, it's like you're about to give birth, It's like the exact thing women go through as they're about to have a kid, that pit in their stomach, they can't breathe very fully. It's because they're about to give life to something totally new. So you just gotta meet the feelings head on. That baby's coming, baby. That baby is coming. I don't even know what I'm holding on to. My body's cold sweating and I can't take deep breaths, and I don't even know what I'm scared of. Crazy fucking shit, I'm so mad. Be mad, man. Feel that shit completely. Get pissed off about how you don't know what it is. This is cool. This is exciting. Yeah. I think everything that I said is what is the best place and the best thing to do. Like, lean into the feelings, like, get pissed off. Scream into a pillow, punch your something, your bed, or like go out into the forest and scream your head off something, you know? And I would do it now. I wouldn't try sleeping it off. I would. We can do this now together, and or you could do it from wherever you're at. But just see it as a good thing. It's better that you don't know, because if you knew, then you'd overthink it. Your smart little brain, your realism lawyer little brain would overthink it if you actually knew, and I think that's why you don't know, because you don't need to know, and if you knew, it wouldn't be the best thing. So I think everything's lining up perfectly for you. You're the best person to tell this to, and I'm glad I did, because I don't want to tell anyone close to me, since I don't know if it'll involve them and I'll jinx that bitch. Sleep makes it worse too. Yeah, because if you just try to sleep it off, well, then you probably won't be able to get to sleep. But if you try sleeping it off, then you're just like repressing it, suppressing it even more, and then it's going to come back even bigger. That dragon is just going to come up even angrier. So yeah, deal with it. Deal with it, man. Sing a song, write a song, journal about it, pray about it, meditate on it, breathe into it, get pissed off. Like I said, do any of those things. Go out in the forest where you know you can just let it loose and scream and say, "What the hell? I don't know what this is. I don't know why I'm feeling this way, but I know something good is going to come from it." But I imagine that you don't know, because it's best that you don't know. So you don't overthink it. You don't try to think and analyze your way out of it like we all try to do. But especially someone like you who's going to try to think your way out of it. You can't think your way out of these kinds of experiences. You have to lean into it completely and feel it. And the more, it's crazy. Like when I did a video on this a while ago, and I had just like three big deals happen all in like a 24-hour time. That was just like very overstimulating, very frustrating, very filled me with a lot of anger, and fear and anxiety and all this stuff. And I like didn't know what to do. But when I finally just stopped and sat with it and didn't try to push it away or medicate it away or meditate it away or distract myself in some way, when I actually leaned into it fully, it started to subside. It was the craziest thing. And then the message came. Gonna study and stop distracting myself and see if maybe my fear for exams is causing this. There you go. I'll let you know if it changes after I make solid progress, and then we'll have our answer. Okay, yeah, let me know how it goes. Let me know how it goes. But I would say, dude, give all those things a shot. Whatever feels like resonates the most. It's exciting though. I know it sucks to be going through at the time, but you can find a way, like you said, to define it as excitement. All right. Very good shit. Something's stuck in you, some kind of stuck energy, some kind of stuck definition. You may be being someone, a version of you that you know you're not. You've already outgrown it, but that self-sabotage loop again, convincing you that it's more beneficial to just stay who you've been instead of finally let go and evolve and expand into who you've realized you are. Not to who you've become, but who you've realized that you are. That would put a pit in my... Sorry. That would put a pit in my stomach. Make me angry. if I knew that I had expanded into a new version of myself through experience, through inner work, through whatever, and I kept self-sabotaging myself back into the old version of myself, that would be putting a pit in my stomach and making my breath short with anger and frustration. But back to that self-sabotage loop. Is that, and it goes to what we're talking about here with you, Charisse, just now, is that the inconsistency, there's an inconsistency in identity, but not in effort. So you may be putting the effort that is necessary to move forward in your life, to make the changes that you're making, do the inner work that you're doing, but you're not consistent with holding that identity. When things come up in your life that trigger you, you go back into that old identity. When a fear or a doubt comes up from the old perspective of the old self, then you go back into that and you overanalyze it and you start arguing with it and arguing with yourself and negotiating with it and negotiating with yourself in that circumstance, that definition, instead of persisting in the new identity that you know you've created and felt before. It's like when you've tasted that new version of yourself, but then you go back to the bitter taste of the old self that isn't you anymore. You feel that discord, that disharmony. So a lot of the times the self-sabotage and so on is just inconsistency in our identity. We're not persisting in it long enough. We're not trusting it enough. We're not taking enough actions on it for a long enough period of time to where it really becomes solid in who we are and where we actually trust it, and then start seeing the benefits of it and feeling the benefits of it in our vibration. So the momentum is fragile early on. The momentum that you're starting, it can be easily stopped because it's just like that baby. It's just like you just put a snowball in your hand, and if you don't continue to roll that where it gets bigger and bigger, then it's just gonna melt, or it's just gonna just crumble up in your hands, or it's just gonna sit there in a small little snowball. However you want to look at that. Yeah. It's a good thing to know, right? The momentum, it's very fragile at the beginning because it's just the very, very beginning. That snowball is so small. But for things to snowball to where it gets bigger and bigger and bigger as it starts rolling down that hill, that takes consistency, persistence in the new identity. Staying with something even if it feels boring at first because nothing's really changing. It might feel a little boring at first. Nothing's changing. Not really a big deal. It's a new decision, but it's not. I don't feel the fullness of what I thought I would feel. You're just not consistent enough in the new identity, the new self. So just trust in the compounding effect that'll take place when you stick with that new identity long enough. Yeah. I really think that's got to be hitting for a lot of you guys. Let me know. Let me know where it's hitting if you have questions or concerns about anything that I'm saying. If you need clarity on any of it, let me know. But yeah. What? Oh, Divine Translator. What's up, dude? You commented on one of my videos. I'm like, I know that name from somewhere. What's up, man? Good to see you here. Welcome into the chat. What if the sabotage is actually the gateway for deeper reaffirmation of the identity fulfilled, the attitude of gratitude trumping all else? Celebrate the relapse. Yeah, I think I see what you're saying. So, like, the self-sabotage can be a gateway or an opportunity for deeper reaffirmation to the identity that you've tasted for a little bit. You felt it before, but you're just a little inconsistent. And you haven't fully embodied and trusted that new identity. Attitude of gratitude trumping all else. Absolutely agree. And I think that's a great perspective. You can celebrate, the relapse as long as you are, becoming aware of it. Aware that, because, it's not just a linear progression all the time with our expansion and involvement. It's a lot of up and down, up and down, up and down. And so if you know that taking 2 steps forward and taking 1 step back is sort of the natural course of things, and eventually you'll get to take 3 steps forward and 1 step back, and 4 steps forward and 2 steps back, 5 steps forward and 1 step back, and so on, and you're kind of in that momentum, then you'll be able to realize and be aware of the step back moment, and you can actually celebrate it knowing, like, look, this is an opportunity and a reflection that is giving me an opportunity to go back into the old identity if I want to. Like, I have that free will. But the fact that I'm aware of that is happening, I can actually, yes, celebrate the relapse, be grateful for myself for everything that I've gone through that I know is me and isn't me, and then that just course corrects you right back into place. So yeah, I think that's a very great point, a very deep point, my friend. Just like on the comment to the video you had there, Divine Translator, you're living up to the name, my friend. So nice to meet you officially here in the chat. Good to see you. Appreciate it. Hope all's well in your life and everything like that. Welcome into the open-hearted community where we do what we're doing here and expand on thoughts and challenge our own limiting beliefs and drop the false self and it gives me an opportunity to share my passion of just inspiring you all to change your lives for the better. It's amazing. So happy to have you here. Happy to have you here, and thank you for that perspective. Great to be with you, brother. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, really appreciate that perspective. I think that's something very important so that you don't get you don't start beating yourself up when you find yourself in the self-sabotage loop, because you don't have to define self-sabotage as something that is inherently negative, because it's not. It's a neutral mechanism, just like everything else in the universe. So we can define self-sabotage positively just by doing exactly what you said, by being aware of it, being grateful that you're able to have that reflection of who you used to be and who you are, and you get to always choose who you are in every single moment. In every single moment, you get to choose who you are, which is the amazing thing about our free will and creation and what we're experiencing as humans. But yeah, trust the compounding effect of being consistent with it. And you have a step back moment, it's okay. You can celebrate it. You can be aware of it. You can smile at it. You can laugh at it. Be okay with it, and then just use it as a guidepost, as a guideline. That shows you, well, I've already told myself that, and I've already convinced myself that this is actually what I prefer. I may have had a step back moment where I went back into the old self that I don't prefer, so that I can realize how much more I enjoy what I do prefer and who I have created for myself to be. It's amazing how choice is perpetually available to us always, in all ways. Yeah, 100%. Yep, choice, freedom to make a new decision. I've been talking about that a lot, just making like little Little tweaks, little baby step tweaks in decisions that you make in your day-to-day life that can compound itself into bigger and bigger decisions that create bigger and bigger change and momentum in your life, reflecting who you really, really are. But we have to start, many of us, very, very small. Start with just very basic, mundane, general little tweaks and decisions that we make day to day to day. And that compounds over time. It's a very, very cool and amazing thing. Amazing, amazing thing. Yeah. You know, it's something that we all go through, so that's why I just like to share those perspectives for people who are going through the challenges of awakening and the challenges of becoming yourself. But challenges don't have to mean that it's necessarily hard and hard work, but challenges can actually be viewed as very, very exciting. Very, very exciting. Because on the other side of those challenges is just more of who you are. You know, and I always define the challenges as like the rapids. The rapids in the stream as you're going down the stream. They're chaotic, they're messy. They're a little scary sometimes. It could be a wild ride. But it gets you down the stream much faster, those challenges. So you embrace the challenges when they come. Because you know it's going to be for your benefit. You know it's there for a good reason. It's going to show you more of who you are. And next thing you know, you'll be further down the stream. But you don't have to look at it as a hard challenge to overcome or push through or force through. You can ride those rapids just like, you know, people in the Grand Canyon on those tours, or anyone who loves rafting down the stream. They love that ride. They love the wild ride of all those rapids and the water splashing in their face and almost flipping the raft but recovering and things like that. So you can ride that wave however way you want. That's the most amazing thing. Heard the best advice for the week. If it takes less than 2 minutes to get done, don't wait. Do it now. Basically, it's growing your brain to take action and combats that hesitation to do anything scary. Training. Yes. Love that, Sharice. Yes, thank you. Thank you, my brother. Yeah. Yep, love it. Very true. Yeah, if it takes you less than 2 minutes to do, yeah, that's how you build that momentum. That's how you start tweaking, making those little decisions, those baby steps. Do it now, do it now, do it now. Yep. Yeah, I've heard someone actually, that reminds me of some, and maybe that's where you're getting it from, but it's like a mantra of like, whenever you're hesitant to do something, just say to yourself, do it now, do it now, do it now. No other moment but now to do it. So yeah, I think that's very, you know, applicable wisdom. You know, if you find yourself in a hard space or a difficult time in the day or something like that, 2 minutes to just clear your mind or take some deep breaths or to call someone that you or something, 2 minutes, you know, and do it right then and there. Don't hesitate with it. Give yourself the time and the grace to do that, to move in that direction. Yeah, this is great, guys. I appreciate you adding to the conversation. Very powerful stuff. Yeah. Just sitting it. that mountain Wi-Fi tweaking now and then, Max. Like in between. It'll pause or glitch for a second. Okay. Good to know. Thanks for letting me know. Just gonna turn off some things then. But yeah, it might be it rained today, so who knows? Who knows? Let me know if it gets a little more clear there. Hopefully for you. I'm gonna check something. Check something here. Just calm everything down. Alright, hopefully this works. Those pattern breaks add up. Eventually, so much momentum builds to where it flows and effort feels like ease. Very well said. Yep. That was the most massive tumbler I've ever seen. Incredible. What's the tumbler? I'm confused. That was the most massive tumbler I've ever seen. Incredible. A tumble in the Wi-Fi? Oh, your bottle you just sipped from? You call that a tumbler? Where are you from? What does tumbler mean? I've never even heard of such a thing, but I like that. My tumbler? Yeah, dude. I have so much water. I have to drink so much water, like much more than the average person. I always have. I don't know why that is, but yeah, it is huge. I'm gonna take another. Yeah, it's huge. I drink like 2 of these a day. That's funny. I'm like, what the hell is a tumbler? That's funny. That's gotta be where are you from, my friend? Oh, you live in Costa Rica. Nice. You're really a divine translator. You should write something, man. I respect that. I know. He is, man. Ever since he put something on the comment on one of my videos, I was like, yes. Yes. So it's great to see you here, man. Appreciate you putting it into words. Aw, thanks. Yes. Are you a sir or madam? I was about to say yes, sir, but I don't know. The divine translator. Let me know, Mr. or Mrs. Gracias, hermano. Yep. De nada. That's cool, though. Costa Rica seems like a pretty awesome place right now. My brother was just there for a festival that just happened in Costa Rica. I don't know what it was called, but it was probably like 3 weeks ago or so. My name is Christopher. I was kind of feeling a masculine energy from him too, but just wanted to make sure. Christopher, what's up? Nice to meet you, man. It was probably Envision. That sounds about right. I think it was a lot of EDM music and stuff like that, but yeah. Yeah, he flew from Bend, Oregon to go see it. Apparently it was amazing. But yeah, I went down to Costa Rica for it. That's probably what it was. Big into the festivals, the little brother is. Yeah, that's it. It's a big one. Yeah, nice. Nice. Yeah, that's got to be it. That's cool. What's Costa Rica like down there right now? How's everything going down there? Just warm weather year round, even at this time? Things are finally starting to warm up here around where I'm at. But then we have a little bit of a cold spell. So it's a little up and down right now. It is amazing just getting out of summer About to head into the rainy season. Okay. Yep, I'm really starting to learn what parts of the world are like summer, winter, all these things. I've met some people where it's like it's about to be where it's fall right now. It's very strange. It's crazy. I'm in the Central Pacific, just off the coast. That's amazing, man. It's like I live in a beautiful place too. It feels like paradise, but it's just a different paradise than what you live in. But it feels like you're touching God every time you go outside and walk on that beach, or for me, climb a mountain or go out into the forest. It's a blessing for sure, isn't it? To be in such a beautiful place. Mango season is about to drop heavy. Mango Madness 2026. Dude. Oh my God, I want some Mango Madness. For us in the fall, it's big with peaches. Peaches over here in the summer and the fall actually. Not quite a mango, but yeah, the peaches are amazing too. That's what that reminds me of. Whereabouts in the U.S.? Colorado. Colorado. Yeah. So all the mountains, and we get all the seasons, all the snow. A mango sounds so good right now. I need to get more into fruits, but it's kind of hard to get like really good fruits out here in the mountains. That's the one unfortunate thing, is that they all have to travel very far to get here, and by the time they get here, it's not quite as good, or it's ultra processed or whatever. I want to just, cause that's some of the things we do, like their peach, like peach picking, and the best peaches I've had is just straight off the tree. Oh, it's just the best. That's one of the best things to do, is just pick fruit and eat it, make a pie out of it. It's awesome. Damn, Julie mango, starch, eat that shit till it looks like someone's hair when they're electrocuted. Man, you really get down into the core. Yeah, Palisade peaches. There's a place in northern Colorado called Palisade, and they're just known for like their orchards of peaches. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but just like so many peach trees, and people go peach picking in Palisade. They're really good there. They're known for it, so they're called Palisade peaches. And so all around Colorado, there's all these Palisade peach stands where people sell their peaches from Palisade, or they go up and get it from Palisade, and then they upcharge it in these stands and stuff. Just kind of a thing here in Colorado. Kind of a catchy name though, Palisade peaches. Peach life, tough to beat, I know, right? Any fruit at its peak is about the closest to God we can get, for real. For real. I used to grow hemp in Cortez, Colorado. Fun days. Are you serious? I'm like an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes from Cortez. That's crazy, dude. So you've been to Durango then? I don't want to say exactly where I'm from. I just am kind of weird about that because I like to keep it precious. Not that it matters in a small stream like this, actually. But, yeah, I'm not far from Cortez. That's crazy. That's so crazy, dude. Fun days. 2019, it was feminized seed. Okay. Hey guys, I've heard of hemp, but what is it really? How's it different from the ganja? That's a question for Divine Translator, for Christopher. Durango, loved it, dude. That's so crazy. All right, I'm just gonna tell you. Have you been to? Did you go through Pagosa at all? Hemp, lower THC, industrial uses. Yeah, I would say that's a easy way to say it. Huh. So you're from Costa Rica, but you lived in Cortez, Colorado, and grew hemp. Well, brother, man, those hot springs. You're the only person I'm gonna tell this because it's in this moment and it's just kind of fun and crazy. So it is what it is, but that is where I live. It's where I'm from. I live in that town. So there you go. Never said that before. I'll never say it again, but I'm doing it. I'm giving it this one exception just because it's fun. I think that's super cool. From Costa Rica, it's just crazy how people find this neck of the woods that I'm in. So that's cool. There you go. There you go. Oh, okay, so you're just living in Costa Rica now. Originally from Arizona, lived in New Mexico most of my life. Nice. Yeah, my dad is from Santa Fe, so I grew up going to Santa Fe a whole lot. So I love that area. I love New Mexico. Been to Arizona a few times. Been to Scottsdale. Been to Tucson. I've been to Phoenix too. Been to Sedona one time. Where else? That's about it. Besides just driving through it to get to those places. That's funny though, man. Small world. Small world for sure. That's awesome. Well, if you ever come back in the area, let me know. We'll have to go for a hike or something. Definitely let me know. That's really cool. Farming in New Mexico half the year, just outside Taos. Nice. The other half here in Costa Rica. Oh, so you just kind of go from New Mexico to Costa Rica doing farming stuff and growing stuff? What a cool little lifestyle, man. Yeah, Taos is awesome. Yeah, let me know if you're back in the area. We'll meet up or something. We're gonna start having meet and greets soon enough as this channel starts to grow and things like that. Start finding some people in the area, but definitely as things start growing, we'll definitely do some meetups. I want to meet you guys in person for sure. That's dope. Chop it up, man. Chop it up about consciousness and the world and our lives and everything that's coming and everything that's happened. Share perspectives and life stories. That's why I call these campfire conversations, these live streams. There's campfire conversations where we're just talking about life like we are now. There's the Neville Goddard stuff, obviously, the manifestation techniques that I love to share, and the perspectives and interpretations of the Bible that, I believe and resonate in. And then anything to do with, letting go of the false self and being who we want to be. Would love that for sure, yeah. Yep, that would be a blast. That would be an absolute blast. Well, so nice to meet you, Christopher. Thanks for dropping in here, man. Really appreciate it. Why are you living my dream, Divine Translator? Do you have chickens too? Actually, don't answer that. Yes, big chicken liver fan here, Charisse is. Well, I'll let you guys talk for a second. I'm going to take a quick little break. We're at the hour and 22-minute mark on this sleepy little evening here, this late live stream. I'm loving it. So I'll be back in like 5 to 10-ish minutes. Just going to refresh myself. Fill up my tumbler. Lovely to meet you too, Max, as well, Maxwell. Yeah, man. Pleasure is all mine. Chicken liver, dang, I missed a lot. The chat is lit. I know. It is. Like, it's great how, like, so many people who are on this chat, like, they just start interacting with each other. And Charisse is great. She's, like, the governor of it all. The OG. She really is, like, the glue, bringing people into it, or into conversation with each other. That's one of her gifts, I would say. But it's great. Everyone starts talking to everybody, encouraging everybody, and offering help and everything. It's just great. Oh, Lakin, you said that. My bad. I kind of went into autopilot with the chicken liver comment. But yes, either way, That's the cool thing about this community and movement and channel and live streams that we're doing here. It's all about encouragement, you know, not nitpicking or not, you know, giving our 2 cents about things, but just encouraging, and expanding on, you know, expanding on whatever we're talking about and going through. I don't know why I ever said liver specifically though, but I do love rearing and breeding chickens. You meant like farming plants, right? Yo, like and you we lit, yes. Because you were talking about chicken liver earlier that you liked. That's why I said it. You silly. Grow fruit and herbs. All right, you guys keep chatting it up. I'll be back in a second. Alright, what'd I miss? Oh boy, you guys are going at it. What are we talking about? Herbs? Fruits? Sharice asking if a mule is a donkey or a deer or some shit. Oh shit, that's funny. Oh wow. That is ripe, Sharice. That's funny, dude. Herbs. Yeah, mules, a horse, and a donkey. Yep, that's correct. Interspecies stuff be freaky. Herbs right now. Tulsi, da. Christopher gets excited by things that inspire him, like fruit, consciousness, animals, beautiful souls. That's great. That's awesome. What is Tulsi? If your soul had a color, it'd be an iridescent mixture of lavender and silver and some green. Wow. Spot on, Sharice nailed it. Funny. Sharice's color. What do you think? It'd be I'm a little feisty. Some purples and magnetas. You know. Red and gold. I like that. I'm a red and gold combination guy. But you do like sparkly stuff. Interesting. That's news to me too. Feisty, Leo Lionheart. Like, can you miss me? I never. I'll see everybody all the. It's real me. I need to know more. Did you just cold plunge, Maxwell? Do you have hot springs on the premise? No, I wish I did. I want to be able. Yeah, I need to get it. That's definitely something I want. Is like a cold plunge in a sauna or a cold plunge in a hot tub. It's just a little cold in here, but I had a little bit of ice cream just now too, so that froze me up. Yeah, it was a little chilly. Just went through my veins. Back and forth multitasking on my discussion board before the 11:59 p.m. cutoff. A discussion board, eh? I know, it's getting late over there for you, Lakin. Coming up on midnight. We'll see where we take this. But yeah, it was a little chilly. I have to get a jacket here in a second. Bring out a jacket for Sharice's jacket obsession. For my marketing class. Okay, nice. So you're like online college or what, Lakin? Or online courses for some, or just marketing? Cool, nice. So marketing, hey? That's great. But yeah, what is this Tulsi herb? Not sure what that is. You eat it? Or what do you do with it? Okay, let me just make sure everything's fired up here. That is cool. Well, yeah, I appreciate the conversations, my friends. Oh, holy basil. Okay, you make like tea out of it or something? Good for like some meditations or something. Some good like meditation tea. That would be nice. You got any recommendations for that, Chris? Like a good tea combination for like meditation. Quieten the mind, calming the system. Because we go into so much of the Neville Goddard stuff here, so that's something that I teach here. And so to be able to get into that calm, relaxed state akin to sleep, that for that manifestation zone would be great to know. It's purple and it's so pretty and it smells like heaven and incense. Interesting. Max, what color is your soul? I don't know. I'm feeling like a bluish hue of some kind, maybe. Yeah, I'm feeling like more of a. I mean, my favorite color combinations are like red and black, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. But if I were to guess the soul, yeah, like a bluish something, I would kind of think. Kind of like a Saint Michael vibe. His color's like that blue color. Something like that I've always resonated with. It's common Ayurvedic cuisine and medicine. Sharice, I had to take a nap after work. I was done. Good. Naps are perfect for those Neville Goddard techniques. Lakin, you still got to let me know when that book comes in. Did you order it? Did you move it from the cart to placing the order? Then we'll be able to read along, or you'll be able to read along. Chamomile tea with holy basil is amazingly calming. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, chamomile is like a common one, right? With holy basil. Is the holy basil the Tulsi? Is that what you're talking about? So chamomile tea with Tulsi basil. Okay, I'll have to try that. And just like looking for like, yeah, bedtime rituals and devotions, you know, to like get myself relaxed, letting go of the technology, calming the mind, going into meditation, some gentle breath work, into visualization, then into sleep. That's my ideal night routine. So to have like something to sip on that helps, that would be dope. Okay, I'm going to try that. Thank you. Thank you, DT. Divine Translator, DT. I'm going to call you DT sometimes. You're a light blue 100%. You're like a blue and red, a mixture. You have some dark energy in you too. We love it. All right, cool. Yeah, the light and the dark, baby. The yin and the yang. Oh, so you ordered it today. Nice. Should arrive by Thursday. Hell yeah. Well, we'll definitely be going live on Thursday, so I'll keep that in mind. Okay, yes, holy basil. Holy basil, known as Tulsi. Okay, I'm writing this down. Tulsi. So a little bit of Tulsi dipped in your chamomile tea. All right. I'll get back to you on that, Christopher. Thank you, sir. So the light blue with a little dark red. Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense to me. I like that. Nice, guys. We could... Oh, excuse me. We can even get into, a little bit later, maybe do a little nightcapper meditation into some visualization to put you guys into sleep and into some kind of visualization that you want to see manifest and feel the reality of, right? We could maybe do that to close off the night. Or whenever you guys are feeling it, honestly, just let me know. And we could do that. Still going to be making some of those videos too, by the way. I have not forgotten about it. I appreciate you all. So lovely to connect with everyone. Looking forward to reconnecting again soon. Buenos noches. Good night, my friend. Thanks for joining in and fully introducing yourself to the live stream. Great meeting you. Cool to make the connections with Cortez and Durango and you know where. And now you know where I'm from. And you'll be the only one for now, for a while. Have a good night. Have a good night, Christopher. Good to meet you, my friend. We'll see you again soon. Yeah, just keep an eye out. I do these live streams a lot. And probably more very soon. So yeah, have a great night. Like when you drop blood in the ocean. Looks so beautiful, damn. That's what you think my energy is? You're so sweet. I'm gonna be turning blood orange here in a second, Charisse. No, but I agree. I think that's why I've always been kind of drawn to red a little bit too. But yeah, like the light blue, a drop of blood, a drop of red in there. I like that. I'm starting to see it now, and it's resonating. Oh, Max, you go make them sleep. I'm going to get a vitamin B energy drink and wake myself up. Night, Christopher. What are you doing to wake? Why? Are you going to stay up all night, pull an all-nighter? No, I'm not in a rush to do that. I'm not going to do that right away. I'm still going to talk about some other things. Throw it in there, see who else comes in here. It's just an option. But yeah, we're only still an hour and 45 minutes into the stream. So we got a little ways to go. You're just popping an energy drink to study? Or are you going to go through your... How's the breathing in the pit in your stomach? Does it feel a little different now? That you've kind of brought it to the attention of the stream and to myself and so on? Honestly, like just talking about it in an open way like you did helps a lot too. It really does. Give some perspective on it. All right, where are we at here? We got some people. We got Lakin studying and doing work. We got some Charisse doing some studying and some work. Yes, we will be up all night and morning. And my breathing is the same, but I'm gaslighting myself that I'm excited, yo. Gonna be up all morning studying. Be right back. All right, I feel you. Go refresh yourself. I'm learning to open up. How so? Have you noticed anything lately, Lakin, that you've opened up, and like how did it feel, or how did people respond? Did anything change in your kind of day-to-day reality from opening up? Yeah, it's that's honestly one of the best places to start, especially when you're learning to, be more of yourself and everything. Just opening up, cracking yourself open, and letting everyone see all of your innards, all of your just being an open book. Letting them see your insecurities when you have them. Not that you necessarily have to project them in that way, but just being open to the possibility of it. It's scary to me. Why is it scary? What's scary about opening up? What are you afraid will happen if you open up? What are you terrified will happen if you open up? Because whenever we have that sense of feeling like afraid in life about something, we can always ask ourselves that question. What is it? What am I so afraid will happen if I do fill in the blank? If I choose to be who I am, what am I so terrified will happen? If you actually bring it to the light or write it down, say it out loud, you'll actually notice that it's nonsensical. Which is kind of the fun little game to play. So don't be afraid to just be real with yourself, in those moments of what really makes you afraid. What are you so afraid will happen if you do act on your passion, if you do really authentically express yourself? You'll see it and be like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Why would that happen? And so on. And then once you realize that and you give that light and attention and consciousness, it starts to subside, because then you bring it out of yourself, you make it tangible, and then you're more easily, it takes the load off of it a bit. I don't really like letting people in too much. I just cracked the door, but I never opened it completely with anyone. And why do you think that is? And you if you're comfortable putting in the chat, we can go through this right now. But if you're not, and you want to do it yourself in your own time, that's fine. But I would say, start asking yourself those questions. Like, why don't you like letting people in too much? What are you afraid will happen if you let people in? Why do you just crack the door for just a little bit of people to come in or have access to you or have access to your energy or your personality or your sense of humor, your funniness, your silliness, your goofiness, your weirdness, your uniqueness? Why just a little crack? Why do you, Lakin, limit what other people can experience of you? Why do you take that away from them? Why do you keep that from them? Because you're an amazing person. You have love to share. You have gifts, talents to share. You have an example to exemplify. Why do you keep that from people? Why do you hide that from people? What are you afraid will happen if you let people in a little bit? Or if you just let people, you don't have to tell them all your deepest, darkest secrets and insecurities, but why? Why hide from the world who you are and stay in that box? I guess it's from childhood. You guess? Or is it from childhood? Is it? You can decipher that on your own in your own time or put it in the chat. Either way, it's up to you. But, I mean, you're right. Oftentimes, so much of our traumas and the things that we feel like we need to do to protect ourselves comes from childhood traumas, where it was likely necessary and completely relevant and wise to put up those walls because it might have literally kept us safe from whatever it was. But just start asking yourself those questions. Just why? What am I afraid will happen? What is the worst possible thing that could happen to me if I let people in, or if I let people see who I really am? If I truly express my full, authentic self with all the messiness, with all the quote-unquote flaws, what are you so afraid will happen? And then just sit with the answer and observe the answer. See what it has to say. See what it has to share and to offer. Because the answer will come, because the answer's inside you. You don't need me to tell you. You don't need anyone else to tell you. You don't need a therapist to tell you. You know. You know what it is from childhood that happened. Or from wherever. All the answers truly are inside. But so many of us just tend to look for outside solutions, things outside of us, confiding in a friend or in a parent or in a teacher for them to figure out and show you what it is. And to an extent, sometimes maybe that can help, and, it's sort of what I'm here for in a sense as well, is to awaken some of those things inside people that you may not have realized, to allow you those epiphanies and breakthroughs potentially through words, through what I'm observing. But yeah, just start with that. Just go general. Just start asking yourself those questions. And write down the answer. Like, write it down with a pencil or a pen. And then read it out loud to yourself. And you'll actually, if you really lean into it and observe the energy of the answer, you'll see that it actually doesn't any longer make sense to be afraid of that thing. But if it does feel like it makes sense to be afraid of that thing, then just continue to ask why. Why does it make sense to be afraid of this right now? We gotta dissect it. We gotta dissect it from our consciousness be little surgeons on our belief systems and on our definitions about things. Only child, Lakin. I have 2 sisters, and I felt alone because I was always different, never connected with them unless they wanted to drink, etc. Feel ya. My household was a bit strict and a bit of emotional abuse. Yeah, I empathize with that. I have compassion for that. I had strict parents too. To an extent, Took on some emotional abuse as well, for sure. The home lacked real conversation. They focused more on gossip. My escape was listening to music and journaling. There you go. Now we're starting to see it. Closing off and escaping negativity was your safe place. So it feels hard to let people into your life because you feel like it's not even worth having a conversation because it's surface level conversations. And that's, I can't stand that in my life either. I always was the most excited to talk to the people who really wanted to talk about some deep stuff. And just most people don't. They want to talk about sports, politics, gossip, complain, bitch and moan about things. And I always just wanted to talk about the deeper meaning of life. Talk about why people and why we hold ourselves back and so on and so forth. What's the source of our limitations? So it's tough. You don't feel like you can have those conversations and you're around people who just focus on gossip. And yeah, you do try to escape because you don't have anyone in your corner. You don't really have anyone to talk to. So yeah, you escape listening to music in general and journaling, which was wise, good decision. I'm the only child for my mother, but I left her in Jamaica and moved here with my father's side of the family. I gotcha. Good call, Sharice, with the only child. I have a sister in England and a brother who is living here now, but we didn't grow up together. Interesting, yeah. Yeah, father's side, gotcha. Very interesting. Yeah, so it's a little messy, So you found solace in escaping to the listening, music, and journaling. Very creative. I wonder what kind of creative expression you can start taking action on top of what you're doing for your schooling. That might help you get out of the box a little bit and trust yourself a little more, that you can let people in to see what you have to share artistically, creatively, taking those little steps. Because you can start cultivating that in your imagination if you want, and start feeling that as true in that imagination of yours. It's safe to let people in your imagination. You can start feeling that safety there first that might be your path of least resistance with all this. I think asking those questions is going to help. You know, what am I so afraid will happen if I do make these decisions that feels like is me and feels like something that I want to do? But on top of that, start imagining the version of you in real time in the first person, expressing what you're afraid to express, or simply just letting people in to see the full you, the full beautiful you. You know, don't hide your beauty anymore. You don't need to. It's not really helping anybody, and it's definitely not helping yourself. Just be willing to share it. Maybe the easiest way to start that is just to experience that in your imagination, to play around with it. Who would you feel safe letting in if there was anybody in your life? Or maybe it's just a random stranger or someone in your imagination. But who would feel the safest, even though it wouldn't feel safe in physical reality to let them in yet, but who do you feel like it would be? Who would be the safest person to let in and see the full you? Everything that you are. And feel what that feels like in your imagination to do that. From the first person. Don't see yourself on the movie screen in third person, but in first person. Who is that for you? Just feel them and feel the uncomfortable feeling that might come with it at first in your imagination. But then see the other person honoring you for the beauty of who you are. And feel what that feels like. Fully. I do enjoy my own company. I'm never bored. I always find something to do. It's mainly in the home. But sometimes my mind gets to overthinking about my failures and how how to get out of the move. Or out of the mood. Out of the move? Yeah, I mean that's powerful. That's something most people don't have, is the ability to be comfortable in solitude. Sounds like you got a lot of creativity, creative expressions in there. So overthinking the failures and how to get out of the move. Just how to get out of that situation, perhaps. Well, you can soften the feeling of failures just knowing that you can define them positively. Something that you needed to experience that shaped who you are. That maybe pivoted and guided your life into a place that it needed to go to. Can always define it positively, those failures. And then it's not really failure. Failure doesn't really exist when you decide to define it positively. And then you'll you'll yield the positive results from those quote-unquote failures. So maybe there's a reason that you're starting to overthink those failures. Maybe you need to come to terms with them, understand them for what they are, and realize that they actually weren't failures, but they were guidance, and they were lessons. Yeah, how to get out and move forward. I haven't found that person yet to be open with, and I will not go to a therapist. I know I have what it takes to do this for myself. Yeah, I know you do too. I know you do too. That's what I mean. That's why it might behoove you to start playing with it in your imagination. Just make someone up in your mind that you feel safe with. It could be an angel, a guide. It could be a past relative that you really connected with. It could be a pet. It could be a lot of different things and a lot of different energies, but you can start playing around with that, It's so beautiful when we have that space to hone our craft and improve our sense of self. That alone time is so valuable, and the gap can be filled with so much productivity. Love that for you, Lakin. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a beautiful place to be in. It's a good place to be in, Lakin. You're actually, I think, a lot closer than you think to letting it all in. I do. I think a lot of the times in life we just need to let go. And I think letting go is like, it could be misunderstood advice. I think it's a kind of a common spiritual cliche when you hear to let go. It's like, what does that really mean? I think it kind of gets messy and a little bit misunderstood, but letting go doesn't mean to let go of the desire that you have. It really just means letting go of the control and the timing of it, how it comes to pass, and the timing of it, and trusting it. I think that's what truly letting go is. You can hold on to that desire, and that's why we do the techniques that we share, because you hold on to it in your imagination, not gripping it tight, but just loosely. We're just holding on to that end lightly but confidently. Just learning to be gentle with ourselves, gentle with our feelings and our emotions, knowing that everything in due time. As long as we persist in the actions that are based off of who we really are, it's just a matter of time and timing before things really start to come to pass. Not getting over obsessed about the things that we want, wanting to let somebody in, wanting to start letting people in. And just letting it naturally come to pass. Because you'll know if you're gripping onto it and forcing and pushing based on how it feels when you think those thoughts or take those actions that feel like you're forcing things, pushing things, and not just getting into that state of allowing. You just want to get into that state of relaxed certainty. That's the sweet spot. Relaxed certainty that everything in its time, that this too shall pass, that there's an opportunity to learn something from this reflection that I'm having. In your example, Lakin and Charisse has shared many in this chat before, and many have shared it in the past as well. Relaxed certainty, I think that's the emotion that we need to go for. Off topic, but we actually don't have the same chapstick. I thought it was mine. Mine is absolute shit. Back to BlizzTex. Okay, back to Lakin. Sorry, gal. You should try this shit, Charisse. I'm telling you. Dr. Dan. You can get these on Amazon, little chapsticks. They're medicated and they're hypoallergenic. It's good for cuts on the lips, cold sores, allergies, eczema, cosmetics, chapped lips due to weather. And it just has petroleum jelly, beeswax, and mineral oil. So it's pretty good stuff. Oh, and then hydrocortisone. It's been helping me. The stuff I feel like chapstick I feel like just sinks or just sits on the lips a lot of the time. This stuff I feel like actually sinks in to the lips. Yeah, you gotta try this. Dr. Dan's Cortibomb. Treatment for severe chapped lips. Because it's just been so dry this winter. And it's even drier now that everything's melting and it's becoming summer. It's like the driest time, so I just had to try this. I was like wanting to try anything. And it's been helping. So maybe give it a shot. Yeah, BlizzTex is medicated. I can't use anything with beeswax. Irritates my lips. That's why I can't use Burt's Bees. Oh yeah, Burt's Bees. That shit burns though. I used to use Burt's Bees. Had a good feeling to it. Okay, well, then just do what you're doing. But this has been pretty helpful. Anyways, LOL. But yeah, relax certainty. Am I right, ladies? Thanks for spending the evening with me. Thanks for letting me do what I do. Giving me a reason to do it. We'll see what time we can get in on this tomorrow. Maybe we could do a little bit earlier one. Maybe we'll have some of the other ones in here. Some of our other friends from overseas. We got the late night crew here tonight. I like it. We're just missing Lisa. Maybe she finally got some sleep. You're right. Which means it resonates somewhere deep in there, right? As long as it resonates, as long as it feels good. That's the video I made today, man. If it feels good, it is good. If it feels good, it is good. If it feels right, it is right. My book should be delivered by Thursday. I can't wait. Yep, it's a big book, and we'll just start. I mean, we've read 3 of the books so far here in this book. Charisse Lakin just ordered this, so it might behoove you to maybe give a little look see maybe. But yeah, we'll read some bedtime stories with this. We'll get into that maybe Thursday, maybe tomorrow, maybe tonight. I don't know. I was thinking we could read just keep going chronologically here. So we read At Your Command, which is his very first one. We read Prayer, the Art of Believing. And we read Feeling is the Secret. Later, alligators. Hope everyone sleeps well. I'll be waking and protecting the city. No, Max, I'm not buying it. That's fine. Have a good night. Don't gotta be so aggressive. That energy drink is really coursing through your veins. I was just talking. I wasn't trying to tell you to buy it. Yep, you're gonna like it a lot, Lakin. Might just go with Faith is Your Fortune maybe next. I think that gets into like a lot of the meat and potatoes of everything that he does. I say what I say with so much, and everyone thinks I'm so angry. Well, choice of words sometimes, Charisse. Choice of words. And then she calls me Maxi Pad as she goes to bed. LOL, good night, Mad Gal. Yeah, good night, Mad Gal. Mad Gal. Kind of sounds like Valley Girl when I try to talk like that. I sound like a California little Valley Girl. Gag me with a spoon. Mad Gal. I like it though. I'm just doing it wrong. Putting my American twang on it. Right on, right on. Good night, good night. Happy studying. Oh, anything else you need, Lakin? Anything else on your mind? I guess you hit your midnight deadline over there, huh? Let me just check out this thing. Yep, you made it through. Made it through. What a night, what a day. I know. It's been like it was a pretty hectic day for me as well. It was good though. It felt like I said at the beginning, felt like a good hectic, you know? I feel like, starting to be able to, it's like It's like what a blessing it is when you're doing something that you love. It becomes a little bit hectic, a little bit crazy, and you're able to navigate it. It's a blessing, you know. So, yeah, it's been a lot of fun working through everything. Yep, we just gotta let go, let go. Let go into that relaxed uncertainty. Hit that sweet spot. Be relaxed, chill out. It's all good. Right now, I'm just keeping my busy mind focused. I think too much, and I always seem to want to consume a lot of different info knowledge. Is that bipolar? No, definitely not. Yeah, I think, I think people who want the best for themselves and for others tend to be overthinkers. I've definitely been an overthinker and have to catch myself overthinking and overanalyzing and intellectualizing too much to try to like mind fuck my way out of a situation or out of a situation that I just think is like gonna happen based off of no actual evidence. So I get it. But I find overthinking, at least I've found overthinking to be a distraction from things that are really meant to come to the surface and be dealt with. I think I used to overthink so much to avoid the inner pain and struggle within me, the things that I needed to bring to the surface and deal with. And I think overthinking was a way for me to suppress those feelings that I didn't want to deal with. And I was like that too, like feeling like I need to consume a lot of different info and knowledge, like, and I've done videos on this too, like in like where it's so many people overconsume in like information and knowledge without taking the action on that information and knowledge. It's like that phrase, knowledge is power, but it should be the application of knowledge is power. People like just overstudy so many things just so they can get all the answers right on the pop quiz or in a debate or something like that. But the deeper meaning behind feeling like you have to constantly consume more information and knowledge is just that and I'm not necessarily saying this is in your case, but if it resonates, whatever, is that you're just feeling like you're not enough to start taking the actions on the things that you want to. Many people just feel like they have to keep learning and this next book I'll definitely get there. This next book, this next course that I take or class that I take or seminar that I go to, that'll be the one that really breaks me through and allows me to feel like it's my time. I'm ready to finally do what I've always wanted to do. But that moment never comes. And you may have noticed that. And I had to notice that at one point too. Is that it's fine to we'll always be learning and, it's fine to continue to, consume more info and knowledge as we go, but we can't let that be what keeps us from taking actions. And I think a lot of people get caught in that. They're just like, well, the only action I'm going to take is just to learn more and just over-intellectualize and overanalyze and overthink everything. Because that puts your mind in the perfect place, if you're an overthinker, overanalyzer, over-intellectualizer, is to just learn, read, more info, more knowledge, but no real action. And it's just something to be aware of, And I'm not saying that's necessarily what you're going through, but maybe. I have to get inspired and take the action. Well, yeah, the intention always is to take inspired action, not forced action. But if we are waiting around for the perfect moment to start or to begin, that moment just never comes. There's never that shining light from the heavens saying, now is your time, take action, and it feels perfect. So I think a lot of people look for that inspiration in books or scrolling social media or watching podcasts or whatever, looking for the inspiration in something outside of them instead of the inspiration that comes from inside. People are looking for inspiration in all the wrong places. Because there's always time to learn more and consume more knowledge and info. But we got to find the inspiration within ourselves, not in outside textbooks or interviews, podcasts, teachers, and so on. We got to find it within ourselves first. Because it all comes from within. And how do we do that? Well, usually it's shut up. Get quiet. Shut up and get quiet. For me, that is what I've found. To truly find that inspiration, it comes in whispers and it comes in those times where you feel just quiet. And then you'll feel a gentle nudge. Or you'll get a creative idea and you'll then be inspired to take some action, some small little action. It might be completely unrelated to what it is you're intending to create for yourself or do or have. But just trust that whatever comes up from that silence is an action that's leading you somewhere that you need to go. You know, your higher self, God, the universe, could be guiding you to something completely unrelated, because if it's related, you'll maybe overthink or overanalyze your way out of it. Be still and know that I am God. Absolutely. Fit-Rican girl. So nice to meet you. That's a new name. Welcome in. How you doing tonight? Very wise. Absolutely. So much of what we're looking for in textbooks, the inspiration that we're looking for through textbooks, through more information, all the things I said, podcasts, social media, all those kinds of things. All of that is found in that exact phrase, Fit-Rican girl. Be still and know that I am God. Absolutely. It comes from the silence. It comes in whispers. It doesn't come some big spotlight from the heavens giving you that idea. It's usually just that still, quiet voice within you that allows you to find the inspiration that you're looking for on the outside. People just look for that inspiration in all the wrong places because they're looking for it on the outside instead of the inside. But we will find it when we analyze within first. And usually even before analyzing within, just be quiet. Just be still. See what comes out of the silence. Because a lot usually does. Ooh, that's a good idea. Oh, I've never thought of that. Boom. Inspires you into action. Absolutely. Fit-Rican. I like it. Fit-Rican, like a fit. Yeah, I don't know. Are you from Africa, maybe? Like African, like a fit African. Fit-Rican. I like it. Absolutely, Lakin says, yes. The Bible says that the Spirit of God will lead you into all truth. Yes, absolutely. Yep, the Spirit of God within yourself. And you find that Spirit of God so much in the silence. No, it means Puerto Rican. Okay, nice. See, a Puerto Rican girl. I like it. Fit Rican girl. Hope I'm not butchering it too bad, but I like it. I like it. Welcome in. Appreciate you being here. What time is it over there in Puerto Rico right now? Is it the morning over there, perhaps? The I am Neville talks about. Yes, absolutely. The I am. I just found you. I know. Yeah, welcome to the synchronicity that guided you here. That's amazing. Means a lot to me that you're here. Oh, I actually live in Ohio. Okay, nice. Cool. So you're from Ohio, from Puerto Rico, or you grew up in Puerto Rico and you found yourself in Ohio? Or is it just a fun little name? Yeah, 1223. Yep, over there on the east. Very nice. Okay. Well, I guess technically it's the morning-ish. There for you. Well, yeah, welcome to this open-hearted community. Oh, it's a great space to just talk about things that are, on your mind that you feel like you need to talk about and so on. So welcome in. Appreciate you synchronizing yourself with this. It's such a late hour. Born and raised in Puerto Rico. Nice. Cool. What brought you to Ohio? Moved to Ohio back in 1995. Very nice. What a good year. 1995. Oh, those 90s. But that was a pretty cool time to move to Ohio. That's really fun. But yeah, like, and definitely the that I am that Neville talks about. The I am that I am comes in those still moments. You just got to be open to it. Not overthink it or overanalyze. My mother got divorced, so we moved here with her sister. Okay, interesting. It's a safe space here. Welcome. I found this channel too when I was in my head a bit. Oh, interesting. So it's the synchronicity that you needed. Sometimes grace really does come into our lives at the perfect moment, Sometimes we are going through our stuff, and sometimes we just do need that bit of grace to lead us to where we needed to go. But yeah, absolutely, this is a safe space to just talk about whatever you want to talk about, Fit Working Girl, and anything that's challenging you or that you need clarity on, or things that are going really well that you want momentum on, and also just to, I call it campfire conversations too, to just get to know each other and talk about life. And I love hearing all the different stories from people around the world that I'm meeting on these live streams. It's been an amazing experience. But yeah, definitely open-hearted space and community, and only with the intention to encourage you and inspire you to just change your life for the better, and to just be a guide in your life in whatever way that I can. It's just my passion to help people through what they're going through and the challenges they may be going through. But so very nice to meet you. Glad you made it here in these little evening hours. This is definitely the latest live stream that I've done, so I wanted to do a little later live stream just to see who I find. We found Lakin recently, and now we found you, so very cool. Very cool. Because I tend to go a little bit earlier because so many people in my live stream so far have been from overseas, so they're always like, please do it a little bit earlier so it's not so late over here. But then I want to do some light stuff too, because I gotta get the Western world on these as well. So we gotta get everybody in here. Nice. I'm liking, I am also on the East Coast too. Philly. I know. And then yeah. From Jamaica to Philly, from Puerto Rico to Ohio. We had Christopher in here earlier, who Arizona to Costa Rica and all that. So it's great to see how all you guys travel and where life takes us, isn't it? Yeah, so it's just like the late night chill sesh. We're probably letting it wind down here a little bit. But yeah, whatever. Oops, I feel like when we are just overanalyzing, over intellectualizing, sometimes that it can sometimes feel like we're coming from a place where we feel like we're behind and we have to overthink so much because we're doing everything that we can to get back ahead or make up for lost or what we think is wasted time and things like that. But we're really never behind on our path because we could never actually get off the path. So everything that we've gone through, even if it seems like they've been delays, they're actually just setups. And they're actually just positioning. So it's not, you're not behind, you're not actually truly delayed, you're just being positioned differently so that you can experience differently than what you've experienced before. And then you actually get propelled further into or further down the path. So it's like, if you look at it like the delays and the trials and tribulations and the times where you haven't felt like you've been your fullest self, your most authentic self, career paths that didn't work out, you resisting your own energy and authenticity and things like that, you're pulling back on the slingshot, right? So all of that is like you're pulling back the slingshot. And when you finally decide to release, and when you actually release the slingshot is when you finally allow yourself to truly embody who you are as that piece of God that you are, that true expression, who you really are, the authentic expression, taking action on your creative passions. That's when you finally let go of that slingshot that you've been pulling back so far your whole life. And then you just get propelled and catapulted further down your path. Further, in fact, than if you were just kind of steadily going along without much going on, or without allowing yourself to get yourself in some sticky situations, or to learn from the contrast of life, or understand who you are and who you're not, make mistakes, things like that, and played small and just sort of inched forward. You're much better off having gone the way that you did, pulling that slingshot back a little bit. It served you to do some things that weren't really who you are, to express yourself in ways that weren't truly authentic. It was actually something that you needed. Because now you know exactly who you are and who you're not. You've gotten more clear about that I am, that I am presence. You've gotten more clear about it. through all that contrast, through all the little mistakes, through all the seemingly wasted time, there's no wasted time. None at all. Because it was just all pulling that little catapult back. Pulling it back so that when you finally release it, boom, you're propelled into the reality of your dreams. The path that you've always been looking for, that's actually been under your feet the whole time because you've been walking your path. Because you can never actually get off your path. My cat wants in. I hear you, buddy. I'm going to let him in real quick. He's a talker. Get ready. He's going to steal the show. Come on, bud. Get in here. What's up? What are you doing? I know, I locked you out. This is Cyrus. Cyrus the kitty. How are you doing? Say hello to everybody, buddy. Say hello. Are you a good boy? I got him in New York City, a New York street cat, this guy is. Yes, he is. Aren't you, bud? Oh, he's purr, purr, purr. You can probably hear the purrs. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You want to sit on your little bed? I got a bed here for you, buddy. It's good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Come back whenever. Go get your kibble. Yeah. He's such a talker. He's hilarious. He's a funny, funny cat, let me tell you. The best kitty in the world. There he is. Come hang out, buddy. Come hang out, little mister. Aw. He wanted to be with Daddy. Yep, always. He is, definitely tied at the hip. For sure. He was napping out there. I locked him out for a little while. Just because you were sleeping. Yeah, yep, I know. Yeah, he sure did. He's a good boy, though. Cyrus. What are you doing, bud? You're getting me all hairy already. He's shedding because spring is springing, and that means all his fur is shedding right off on his dad. That's good, though. Yeah, he's a good boy. But anyways, that makes sense, though? That catapult. Just remember. If it feels like you're behind in life or stuck in life, you're not. You're just being positioned. Appreciate everyone being here with me tonight. Great to meet all these newcomers. If you like the frequency, the intention of this channel, and it adds value to you, you like the vibe of it, would love to have you guys subscribe to the channel. It would mean a lot to me. It's definitely my currency in the infancy of this channel. We're currently at 554, so, whoever's next has the opportunity to be the 555th subscriber, little 555 number, good synchronistic number, a very high vibe number, I feel like, 555. So if you want to be that tonight, feel free to hit that subscribe button. But appreciate you all being here. It's been a wonderful evening. The overthinking is sabotage. Yes, it is, absolutely. It allows the old version to creep back in. Whenever I catch myself overthinking, I just ground my energy and focus on one positive thing to get back on my frequency. Very wise. Very, very wise. So very wise. That's a great point. Overthinking is absolutely self-sabotage, 100%. But then just like Christopher was saying earlier, that little step back that you notice when you are overthinking is just that opportunity to, reground yourself into who you've chosen to be. So it's actually just a solidifying opportunity to be more of who you are when that does happen. I subscribed. Oh, no way. There it is. 555. Yo, that looks so cool. Check that out. I gotta show that to you. 555. Thank you, Fit Rican Girl. What a great piece of alignment there. That's so cool. I love seeing that. It's a great number. Thank you so much, Fit Rican, for subscribing. Really does mean the world to me. That's awesome. Dope. Thank you very much. Much love, much appreciation to you. Just in the nick of time. Look at that. 555. There we go. Make a wish on this little late evening, especially for you guys. It's a little later than it is for me right now. It's 10:37 here. Still feeling a little bit though. Thank you very much. That's awesome. So cool. Perfect timing, right? What are the odds that you come onto the stream, happen to be my 555 subscriber? That's cool. It looks so good. I love the 555. Can't stop looking at it. Really appreciate it, my friend. Thank you so much. Yeah, welcome in. I do these Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays always. And gonna be doing it a little bit more too. So keep an eye out for that. Might push it to 4 or 5 times a week. I just love doing these live streams. I love interacting with my followers and subscribers and meeting everybody new and helping you guys along your journey. It just means the world to me to have that opportunity. Fills me up. It gives me an opportunity to act on my passion and my expression. So I don't self-sabotage myself. I'm taking the action here with you in real time, being an example for all of you. And so just thank you for being eyes and ears to allow me to share that. Road to 1K, yeah, 100%. Yes. Haha, yes. Road to 1K. Absolutely. It's just consistency with the YouTube. I think it's the most challenging one to get off the ground, but the most rewarding when it does, And I really feel like it's already off the ground, but to really get it to where like things are moving and grooving even more strongly is awesome. But yeah, road to getting monetized. You gotta have 1,000 subscribers and then 4,000 watch hours, which we're pretty much on pace for at this point. Pretty close, anyways. It's gonna be pretty close to matching when that does happen. So, be pretty soon. It'll be pretty soon. I do declare. So yeah, let's just let go of that. I mean, I just love that reflection, the overthinking being sabotage, but catching yourself means that you're aware of it. So it's a good thing. You can celebrate it, celebrate those moments. Ground yourself back in and just one little positive thought to redirect it at a time. I love it. I just looked up the biblical meaning to the number 5, and it means God's grace, goodness, and favor toward humanity. I love that. And I was literally just talking about that when you came on. To responding to what Lakin was saying. Or maybe to what you said. I can't remember. I know I was saying sometimes we need grace with what we're going through. Sometimes we're going through some things and grace comes upon us. Oh yeah, because I was saying, Lakin was saying that when she was overthinking is when she found my channel. And so to me, I just feel like that was an opportunity of grace, something she didn't expect, but that has been working out and filling her up and helping her and things like that. And something came from the overthinking, and that was just some grace. So what a fascinating synchronicity. Thank you for looking that up and checking that out. Fit Rican, I appreciate you. What a great reflection and synchronicity. Those are the synchronicities that we need to just be very, very aware of in our lives. It's very easy to overlook little things like that, Like I could have wrote it off. Oh, it just What a coincidence that I was just talking about grace when Fit Rican Girl comes on, and then Lakin brings that up while Fit Rican Girl comes on here. And then she's my 555 subscriber, and then she looks up what the number 5 is, and it means God's grace, goodness and favor towards humanity. Yes, hands up, praise, absolutely. Yeah. You know, that is God's grace, and that's God's signs and guideposts and breadcrumbs that God, the universe, our higher self, our guides, our angels, however you want to look at those things, give to us all the time. We always have a maximum amount of synchronicities and guidance to us at all times, but it's just how tuned into the awareness of them are we at any given moment. Because they're always there. We're always being given the maximum amount of help and assistance that we need from where we currently are on our path. We always are. We just are blind to it because we're so caught up in our anxieties, our stresses, our overthinking, overanalyzing, self-sabotage, working too hard, feeling like we have to struggle, strive, and self-sacrifice in order to be who we want to be and have what we want to have and experience what we want to experience. We get so caught up in all of those things that we miss the blessings and the grace that's already here with us now. It's already here with us right now. Everything that we need to move forward in our lives is here right now. The synchronicities are here. The abundance is here. The opportunities, the connections, the wisdom, the knowledge, the people you need to meet at the right place at the right time. It's all here right now. We just need to be open to it. And if we're overthinking too much and overanalyzing, and we all do it, and I catch myself doing it as well, then we miss it. We miss it all. There's nothing more important than what is going on right now in our lives currently. Nothing more important. We need to milk it for all it's worth. We need to dissect it. We need to appreciate it. We need to be grateful for it. We need to seek out the messages and the guidance, synchronicities that is already here right now. We need to seek it out, like be little headhunters for synchronicities, for the synchronicities that are all here. They're all here right now. So I challenge everyone here, including myself and those watching this afterwards, seek out the synchronicities, seek out the blessings that are already here at maximum force and abundance at all times. But we're just blind to, because we just get caught up in trying to have it all figured out and trying to figure out our lives, trying to figure out from our limited mind how to get from A to B to C to D and so on. We're not meant to know all those things. That's why we have a higher self. That's why we have a higher source. That's why we have God. That's why we have the universe. That's why we have source energy, however you want to look at it. That's why we have that there for us. It's not our job to figure out all the steps, but our job is just to take one step at a time, one rung on the ladder at a time, with trust and faith. If it feels good with discernment, it is good. And that's what's going to allow us to move us forward. Lakin, I just received Lakin. Thank you so much. Really, that means a lot to me. Thank you very, very much. You're the first person to do that. Just thank you. That really, really means a lot to me. I appreciate you sending that over. Appreciate you. That's all I can say. See, God's grace, abundance is all around. Synchronicities are all around. Support, you're always supported. And so am I, So thank you so much. Really means a lot. Thank you guys for all your participation, your open hearts, your open minds to things that are going on in your life. Awesome. It is awesome. It is awesome. Appreciate it. So many little late night synchronicities, abundances. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Lakin, again. Can't thank you enough. Love is in the air, baby. Love is in the air. We just gotta find it, sniff it out, be little bloodhounds for the love and the blessings and the synchronicities all around us. It's all there. We don't need to compare ourselves to anyone else. Comparison's the thief of joy, as you've heard. The timing for everything is individualized, so we don't need to compare the timing to anyone else. The timing of our blessings, our manifestations, our growth. Celebrate it for others. Celebrate it for yourself. And it all compounds more and more over time. You're very welcome. I appreciate this space you've created. Well, it truly means a lot to me. Thank you for the heart. Thank you for the love. Thank you for that donation. It really means a lot to me. Thank you. Yeah, I definitely feel appreciated and the appreciation. And I feel it regardless for all you guys too. You know, it's never a must, but yeah. It's nice to see it reflected in different ways as well. So that was just really cool of you. Thank you so much. Oh. Trust the timing. You know, trust the timing of your life. Trust the timing of everything that's going on in the world right now with you, in your world. It's all happening for a good reason. We just got to trust it. We don't need to know why. We just need to define it positively because we can. We have the free will, the free choice to define anything that happens in our life as positive. And sometimes, you know, there's preparation phases that feel like stagnation, that feel stagnant, that feel slow. But maybe they need to go slow for a little bit. Maybe you need to slow down a little bit in your life. Maybe you've been going too hard, pushing too much, forcing too much. It takes a while to build a new foundation for yourself. Take that time, because it's the most important preparation phase that you can have. But you know, there's always the least that's the funny thing, is that the reason preparation phases can feel like stagnation is because when you're building the foundation of a house, there's the least amount to show for when you build that foundation. You don't get to see any of the walls up. You don't get to see any little fancy bells and whistles. No colors. You just see a bunch of dirt all around and the anchors to what you're building. And it's the least flashy part, but it's the most important part of the foundation of the house, is the foundation. So if you're in that space right now of building a new foundation for yourself, it only feels stagnant because you're in a very, very important preparation phase that takes time, it takes focus, it takes deliberate intention, Because if any part of that foundation isn't right, the whole building will come falling down. You can bejewel and make a house look as fancy as you want, but if that foundation isn't strong, all of that bedazzlement, all of those colors and bells and whistles will come crashing down. So it's okay if things feel a little bit stagnant right now. They're not. You're just putting in those deep pillars and roots of your new foundation, of your new belief systems, the new version of yourself that's authentic, the new creative expression, letting go of all the old baggage that isn't yours to carry around anymore. It's a good perspective to have. Because then once the foundation is built, do you notice how fast the rest of the house gets built? It always takes so long, it feels like, with that foundation to be built. And you don't see anything for it. You don't get to see anything cool. But then once that foundation built, then the walls go up super fast. All the wires start going in. All the brick, all the wood. It starts just flying up, it feels like. It all happens so quickly. And that'll start to happen. But don't rush through building your new foundation because it's very, very important and needed. Because what looks like delay is just actually you being in alignment with yourself, finding your alignment, finding what your alignment is, fine-tuning your own alignment, your own vibration and frequency. Finding what works for you. Experimenting with it. That's why I just feel slow going sometimes, because the path isn't linear. So just relax into the divine timing. Without becoming passive. You don't want to be passively building your foundation. And if you feel like the foundation is already up, then just get ready. A lot is about to start happening for you, but you just got to start relaxing in to the divine timing of everything without being passive, which means without twiddling your thumbs and just waiting around for the universe or God to bring you what you've been laying the foundation of, to bring you the rest of the house. But have a relaxing anticipation for what's to come. Taking the little actions one little nail at a time and letting it all just come naturally. Mm-hmm. 100, that's where I'm at now. Dying to the old self. 100%. You know what's up. So true. Be inspired. Take the actions. Trust the timing. Amen, Lakin. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Be inspired. Find your inspiration, usually through the silence. Being still. Find your inspiration there, which would maybe lead you to finding even more inspiration in a textbook or a class or something. You could be open to that too, but find it first within yourself. Find the inspiration first within yourself, and then you'll be guided to more and more inspiration that leads you to more and more actions and even bigger, more massive action to take. Just relax and open up. Open up to the way. God knows is best. Because God is up on the mountaintop, can see all the options before you, that you can't see with your physical mind because we're down here in the valley. We're not meant to see all that. It wouldn't be good if we did. We'd overwhelm ourselves so much that we would never actually take action. There would be too much to know. That's why we leave it to God to show us the way. And we do that by just finding our alignment. Just finding our alignment. Every moment that we can in our lives, and things start escalating, and the momentum builds from there. Just find your momentum, your unique expression. But yeah, you ladies are in the perfect spot. Die into the old self, be inspired, take the actions, trust the timing, let go of the expectations and insistences that it needs to happen by a certain time or it needs to look a certain way. That all just adds resistance. Just be open. You don't need to know how or when or what it's going to look like. Just be in alignment for its own sake because it's the choice that you have. You're allowed to feel that. You're allowed to be happy for no reason, peaceful, aligned, high vibing for no reason at all. Just do it because that's your preference. That's what you want more. And then everything comes from that. Change ourselves first, and then we see the outside change. We don't wait for the outside to change for us to change. As within, so without. What you put out is what you get back. It's all that stuff. You have to find it in you here first. So take it easy on yourselves. Relax. Have some grace for yourself. Don't rush through building the foundation that you're building right now. Even if it seems like it's slow going or like things aren't really changing, trust me, when that foundation is finally set in stone in you, everything's going to start changing very, very quickly. And then you'll be able to manage it. You'll be in the eye of the storm. You'll be grounded through all the chaos and all the messiness and the scrambling and rearranging of your reality that will ensue when you do change yourself. But that never has to be a bad thing. And you'll be able to be grounded through it all, not overwhelmed by it. You'll be able to ride that wave with excitement. And you'll know what to do. You'll know what to do. Okay? Well, we're over the 3-hour mark. It's getting a little late, 11 o'clock here. I think I'm going to call it here, everyone, unless you guys have any last minute burning questions or comments or things you want to talk about to end the night. But it's been my pleasure, as always, to share my insights, to just offer things as they come to me and as I feel inspired. They're all offerings. None of them are shoulds, or you must, or you're going to hell if you don't, or you're wrong if you don't. It's just offerings. Take it or leave it. I don't care what you do. I just do it because it's my passion to share it and share my perspective and to help you guys with what you're going through. In school, we used to always remind each other that procrastinating is like masturbating until you realize you're only fucking yourself. What a great way to end that. Yeah, I like that. You learned that in school, huh? That's a pretty cool school. Until you realize you're only... I like that. Yeah, it's late here too. Thank you for your wisdom. Thank you, Fitrikin. Very nice to meet you tonight. What a way to go out with that, Lakin. That's hilarious. Never heard that before. But I like it. I'm stealing it. Have a great night, Fit Rick and Girl. Thank you for the 555th subscriber. It really means a lot. What an amazing synchronicity, along with it meaning grace and talking about grace with Lakin, and at the exact moment that you find this channel. There's synchronicities like that all the time on this channel and on these live streams especially. So it's a blessing to experience it, and it helps me so much as well. Thank you for the Campfire convo. You're very, very welcome. Thank you for everything you've added, Lakin. Thank you for the donation, for your contribution, for all your insight and encouragement. Thank you, ladies, and everybody on the live stream tonight for encouraging each other on these live streams. Never nitpicking, never, giving your 2 cents on things, but always just adding to the conversation and encouraging each other along the path that we're on right now. That's what's up, and that's my intention for the channel and for these live streams, and you guys represent it perfectly, so thank you. Thank you as well. Have a good night, everyone. Good night, Max. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much. It's been such a good night. We will definitely see you Thursday. We may be able to get on here tomorrow as well, so just keep an eye out for it. You'll see it scheduled a couple hours or a little bit before, but you can always hit the notification bell next to the subscribe button there, so you're always notified whenever I post new videos or have new live streams come up. You'll be aware of it. But everyone, have a great night. I love you very much. Be easy on yourself. Keep loving yourself. Keep going. Don't give up. You're so much closer than you think you are. All right? Good night. Much love.